Oh my god, FC25 is bad. FC25 is the worst game ever made. FC25 touches little kids. FC25 bombed Israel and forced sexual advances to their women. Okay, fine. Let's break the game again. Giving every player in FC25 random overalls and stats. A nothing player can be crowned with a Ballon d'Or, whilst a global superstar will have the football ability of giraffe testicles. I'll subscribe to enlarge a penis. Let's go. Guys, don't deceive you. We're in a mission to break this game to its very last pixel. Every player from the game has basically random overalls, and therefore meaning random stats. You're either blessed or you're either cursed to the teeth. Or, I don't know, like, you're someone like David Raya. You're stuck in the middle. Kinda. Bro got stuck with 99 kicking. He can kick the ball all the way to Mars, but then his reflexes make him look like a pigeon with cancer. And don't start on the handling. He pretty much is playing with butter fingers. Guys like Gabriel got such a short end of the stick. A 32 rated centre back with 29 pace. His shooting is pretty much triple of it. Oh my god. But no one has got it worse than Saka. Listen, his stats don't really tell the full story. His stats are not of a 1 overall player. Definitely not. You can even see at the very top of his rating, he's getting plus 45, so he's actually 46 rated as a right winger. But never mind that, chances are he probably played midfield better. Yeah, 52. He's actually probably a better midfielder than a winger right now. Saliba got lucky though. It doesn't even make sense though. He's 85 rated centre back, but with 25 defending. And as for actually being a striker, he can probably get a game up front. No, he can't even do that. I mean, for Saliba and Odegaard, they kind of maintain the ratings. I mean, the same thing for Ben White. But then you have the cases of Jorginho, you have the case of Declan Rice. Stats don't tell the full story. This man should never be 92 rated in any reality. And if Thomas Partey is 89, I'm Chinese and 60 years old. Aaron Ramsdale is 2 overall. He's only worse than Albay Saka. But none of the ratings are actually telling the full story, because every single person, they have like their ratings telling the story. They're telling, oh, now they're world class. Now they're shit. Now they wouldn't get games in Sunday League. Now they would probably don't even get a hug from their mum. But their true ratings are the ones that are added or subtracted from the ratings above their actual rating. So Nketiah 4 overall, but he's actually plus 53, so he's 57 overall actually. Yamal didn't need this. Yamal didn't need to be 92. No, he's not 92 actually. The game doesn't tell the full story. The overall's one thing, but the stats say another. It's better be done right by the end of the season, because what I'm assuming now, the stats tell the truth. The overall is just a disguise. Yamal didn't need the help to be 92 rated. He would have been 92 rated naturally if the game was vanilla. But 29 pace, 34 passing and 34 physical. On the world that he's 92 rated with those stats, it's the same world that would give an Oscar to Adam Sandler. The same thing for Joselu being 3 overall but having the stats on the 40s. No, the dude isn't 3 overall, because for you to be actually 3 overall on stats, it means that you're not even a Sunday League footballer. It means you're dying. Best thing for me to do is actually await to the end of the season and actually see if the ratings change and they adapt to the stats of the player. Because we've seen with Yamal had 92 rating, but the stats were of a 40-something rated right winger, and his market value was 1.6 million. Unless you're Jacob Murphy, you won't be a right winger that costs that low. Huh? The fuck? What did I miss? Ow! Arsenal can't even win the Champions League playing on their prime. What the fuck is this? How's our team actually? Like, how the fuck we snaked our way to winning the Oh, why is everyone back to the usual rating? But apparently not everyone, because these boys on the scout report, they ain't those ratings. Daniel Jebison ain't 64. Villa Libre ain't 50. I mean, his beard is 50, but he's him as a player. Him as a player, he ain't 50. I mean, Irabo might be 66, because the dude doesn't even have a face and he plays for Gingham. But the first two, I know for a fact, they ain't those overalls. Everyone went back to their ratings as usual. And even their stats are back. Who the fuck is Henry Francis? Who the fuck is Harry Did I sign this? Am I responsible for this now? Am I responsible for this mess? It's like having your wanted child being brought to the world out the vagina of a woman that probably gives her pussy away to 20 other guys in the same night. This is fucking weird. I'm actually gonna check the scout report. Yeah, Dominic Solanke ain't 58. And sure as hell doesn't have stats like that. But still, the theory is valid. His stats are not of a 58-year-old. What am I saying, 58-year-old? They're not of a 58 rated player. That's what I'm saying. Dribbling aside, this dude doesn't have the capabilities to be a 58 rated striker. Soloth is lower rated than Solanke and has better stats in everything apart from dribbling. But the market value is the same, so that kind of justifies itself. Akpo's the only player that I've seen so far in about like 30 people that has actually good pace. God gave him legs and nothing else. It's a bit of a shame to give you strong legs to run and then fuck off doing anything else. Why is always Depay getting shit-faced? And again, okay, the theory is now invalid. These stats are not of a 17 rated player, and his market value is higher than Dominic Solanke, who has the triple of his overall. Therefore, the triple of his quality. Plus, Depay is older than Solanke, so the rating, the market value, nothing makes sense. Anyone that's actually good overall, I mean, Callum Patterson, that's Adolf Hitler. Who the fuck made this? Who made this? That's Adolf Hitler. Did no one knock some sense into Callum Patterson to say that this look might not be the most viable thing in the 21st century? Okay, Vedat Muriki is 93. With the stats of a bum. Has anyone in the game actually got good stats? I mean, Quaison, a free agent, got 8 passing. How can your last name start with an apostrophe? I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty cool, actually. I mean, on the looks of things, it is a lot easier for you to get worse stats than better ones. Messi's 45 rated, and he does have the stats of a 45 rated man. And the market value, too. They don't care that he's Messi no more. His name doesn't hold the value anymore. Dude fallen. Ronnie is pretty clear compared to Messi. Dude is actually still sticking the million market value. Does have the stats of a 63 rated striker. 63 shooting, 62 dribbling, 62 physical. It's still there, to be honest. I wouldn't flex on it, big guy, but it's higher than Messi's, that's for sure. Won the Prem too. What the fuck? Aston Villa finished second, Bournemouth get into third, and Chelsea get last Champions League spot. City only good enough for 8th, Spurs 9th, Liverpool dropped to 14th with a negative goal difference. Southampton survive, but Ipswich are never destined to actually stay up, are they? And Brentford shown a masterclass on how to not be a Premier League club. This will actually happen to Brentford next season. I don't know how they're gonna do without their babysitter Thomas Frank. The FA Cup was won by Newcastle, Wimbledon. They always do well in these fucking videos, do they? Wimbledon get to the FA Cup final. We win the treble. How did we win a treble? Porto beat UniSG in the Europa League final. And the Conference League was won by Sivasspor from Turkey, beating Legia Warsaw. It was even against Mourinho as well. It was against Mourinho. Mourinho made to the final of the Champions League. Fucking bottled it against the absolute bottle jobs of Arsenal Football Club. Leon Dendoncker, a defensive... sorry. Benched defensive midfielder for Aston Villa, got 20 goals season. Gabriel Jesus got 21 goals. If Gabriel Jesus scored 21 goals the next Premier League season, he'll be in the shout for fucking Brazil presidency.
I'm a retard! Oh hey, I didn't see you there. By the way, you should subscribe. Apparently about 90% of you are not subscribed. So if you subscribe, it would help a lot in the journey of this very channel. Also, I'm battling Asuka to 20,000 subscribers, so you subscribing would help in the war against the common enemy, Asuka FIFA. Subscribe, you pussy.
Okay, the ratings changed again. Everyone just seems to be on their own pathway and their own story. But none of our players are actually now on the level that we need them to be. Apart from, you know, Gabriel Jesus, who scored 20 goals last season in the Prem and now he thinks he's a fucking baller. Oh wait, nah. He's actually 60 rated. Yeah, no one here is destined for any greatness. Like, the highest rated player is actually David Raya, who are gifted by God with genetics for diving, reflexes, and kicking, but still keeps his hands firm with butter with that 5 handling. Brown here, that boy just became a monster. Oh wait, 38 pace. 38 pace. Why are the ratings and stats completely removed from each other? If they don't make sense, why show the ratings something like Dominic Solanke being the best player that ever breathed air? This doesn't do anything other than paint the picture of fake news. How are we doing this? My manager rating is fucked, and I just won back-to-back Premier Leagues. Something that Arsenal never did. Middlesbrough were the closest challengers. Blackburn finished third. Leicester City got the last Champions League spot. Southampton got European football. Where the big dogs at? Liverpool 11th, Aston Villa 12th, Chelsea 15th, Man City going down with Spurs. And Burnley there looking like a fucking clown. It's gonna be life for Guardiola, traveling to fucking Plymouth and Wrexham. Charlton Athletic win the FA Cup. They did well in these types of videos last time, but they beat Barnsley. The Carabao Cup was won by Burger King walking advert Stevenage. They beat Newcastle. We didn't win the Champions League this time round. It was Roma. Roma beating PSG. A realistic Champions League final, but I don't know how Roma are underwhelming. This ain't right. Sturm Graz beat Man United in the Europa League final. Not being able to beat Tottenham is one thing. Losing to Sturm Graz of Austria is a full-on shit show. Just shut down a fucking club out of embarrassment. Rako Czestochowa from Poland won the Conference League against Rapid 1923 from Romania. Rapid 1923 have actually featured in more European finals within these videos than Man City and Liverpool combined. It's all of our players. It's again the two Arsenal players at the top of the scoring charts. And then Morgan Gibbs-White and Mafumbi. Who the fuck in the fuck is Mafumbi? Be careful, Brighton and Brentford. You're gonna fall into the same pit of despair that Luton Town fell this season. Because if you're not careful, mid-table in the Championship is an easy passport to League One. Clermont Foot. 59 points all season. How can you win a league with less than 60 points? There was a gap of 7 points between 1st and 7th. And PSG weren't even in the mix. They finished 8th. Oh, Bologna. 3 more points you're going to be calling up against Juventus. Only 3 more points. That's all you needed. Roma could have gone down. Roma could have easily gone down instead of Como. They won the Champions League this season. Same thing for Real Sociedad. 3 points. You had better goal difference anyway. 3 points. All you've asked for, 3 points. After further research, there's actually 3 99 rated players in the home game. One of them that you might actually know of. That's not even the right Sergicanos. And 99 rated my app. Why can I be this good of constantly simulating and praying to the game's god? Middlesbrough and Sheffield United also overachieve. Like, what the fuck? These lot are playing Champions League football in the reg now. Coventry and Blackburn got top half. Liverpool United, then yeah, the relegating teams, like, I don't really give a fuck, honestly. Hampton's time was done for. It was a matter of principle. And QPR were basically getting fed to the wolves as soon as they got promoted. Middlesbrough did salvage their season. They won the FA Cup. But we beat them in the League Cup. If we won the treble again. No, surely not. Surely we didn't win the treble again. No, it was Ajax. Ajax beat Serie A's runner-up Bologna on a final. No. Die. It's a matter of principle, right? So why delude the Irish? Like, not even Irish people watch League of Ireland football. Most of them have Premier League teams anyway they support. So Shamrock Rovers winning the Europa League, it makes sense to absolutely no one. And it improves the day of no one bar the people that work at Shamrock Rovers. Or who the fuck haven't got a leprechaun? It's fucking bullshit. Hajduk Split winning the Conference League. No, never mind that. Hajduk Split winning the Europa League would make more sense than Shamrock Rovers. And that is mental to say. Oh. So that's why we keep winning the league. Not only we're simulating via the AI, we're automatically simulating, but through the season, the Arsenal players, they're the only ones that go back to their original overall. And because they're coming up against teams that have an average overall of like 43, and then it's no wonder we won 3 Premier Leagues. We're doing the bare minimum around here. And a factor is, now things changed. The fact we didn't win the Champions League the last 2 seasons, that's now 1 Champions League in the last 3 seasons. Is not good anymore. It's now embarrassing showing. When we have 90 rated players all across the board and a 92 rated Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka is coming up against goalkeepers that have like 5 handling and 32 reflexes. If he shoots in the middle at about 5 meters per second, he can probably score. Or the stats of the season anyway. Martinelli had an 8, had an average grade of an 8, of 7.9, which is pretty much 8. Bukayo Saka had like a 7.7. Like, you know how high that is to keep on an average. These two scored a combined 82 goals this season. 82 scored by them. You know, there are teams that get Champions League football in the Prem that can't even put 80 on the board. Combining that with 30 assists between them. And 17 assists for Martin Odegaard. And also double digits for both Odegaard and Gabriel Jesus again. To be fair now, 9 goals in the Premier League season. Now it makes more sense for Gabriel. This rating is basically wrong. Will Fish is 8 ratings higher than Bruno Fernandes. Finally, a realistic stat. Harry Maguire has 74 dribbling. It's a shame that he's not dribbling with the ball, he's dribbling with his saliva. The highest rated player at United and the most expensive one is Joshua Zirkzee, 66 rated and £2 million worth. But if this is the level of team that can get to an Europa League final, I don't even want to know what Sturmgrass has. I was about to check Man City, but they're actually in the Championship, aren't they? This is the only player that I've seen that would have stats that I wouldn't mind him signing for a good club. Alessandro Cruz, I mean, to be fair, he's AI generated. I shouldn't be putting too much praise on him. But 84 dribbling and decent pacing shooting, like, it's fine. It's fine. Edison is 97 rated. It's a shame that doesn't mean anything. Oh, Spurs did come back. Spurs really did well in the Championship. I'm actually surprised. And Man City. Oh. No. Angers won the Ligue 1 with a much more respectable showing than Clermont fucking Foot. Hoffenheim won the Bundesliga. I mean, Stuttgart won it last season. We didn't see any massive surprises. Hoffenheim's kind of... They're not big, but they're kind of alright. Parma roll back the years and win Serie A. I say roll back the years. They never won Serie A. Bilbao did it. Bilbao did what Real Sociedad couldn't. And a big gap too from Real Madrid. Even though there's simulations, Real Madrid and Barcelona, they kind of hold their own. It's a shame that Atletico Madrid are constantly, you know, the ugly duckling. Fourth highest scorer in the Premier League was Rob Holding of Nottingham Forest. Let me exclude the Nottingham Forest part. Rob Holding scored 18 goals this season. And you don't see people putting fucking 70 million price tags on him. Because we already know his shit. Probably won the league again. Now that we kind of know that our players kind of go back to their natural overall, it makes the total sense in the world. I should have probably just quit Arsenal right at this point. How's transfers looking? I mean, they do happen. Of course, values are shit. Paul Koulibaly was the most expensive transfer of the whole of the year from Burnley. The fuck was Paul Koulibaly doing in Burnley? What do you think a young gentleman with a face like that is doing in Burnley? Poor guy. There's no way to treat attractive people. Oscar Bob is doing moves from Man City to Atletico Madrid. He's getting the Julian Alvarez treatment. Why is Paul Koulibaly ever at Burnley? I mean, at least he goes to Cagliari, a more, you know, pleasant place to live. But still, I want to say shit team because all the teams have random overall, so what the fuck would I know? Alejandro Garnacho would have quit Man United for Saudi. I would have expected a bit more than 3 million quid. 69. 99 long shots. Like, this is Ronaldo impersonation to a whole nother level. What is a Mexican with hair like that doing at Barcelona? Brian Mbeumo, what are you doing at Blackburn? At least you went to Ajax, but why'd you find yourself at Blackburn? Don't surround yourself with these kind of people. They do drugs. They're evil. Kingsley Mohammed might be the coldest name of all time. 103 points, 30 points away from Fulham in second. It's basically a table that we constantly check every year just to see if the mid-table to championship teams do anything good. Blackburn managed to stick around. Liverpool kind of managed to stick around despite of all the mess. Spurs survive with Chelsea United. And Everton go down with Watford and Sunderland. FA Cup was won by West Ham. Spurs coming back to an FA Cup final is kind of a good achievement considering they've been slummy in championship waters. Dirty fucking Burnley won the Carabao Cup against Lincoln. Yeah, we beat Uni SG in the final. Fucking Uni SG. Brighton's little brother from Belgium. What the fuck is up with the Irish teams? Ireland teams don't win. Let's clear it up that way. Simulation in FC25 should know this. So they wouldn't pollute. Even if we modify the game, they shouldn't pollute stuff like this. What's that 1 star that Dundalk has? Dundalk hasn't won shit. What the fuck they got 1 star on the badge? They should keep the 3 fucking little birdies in the badge because that's all they are. That's all they're ever gonna be. What the fuck? They have a golden star. What golden star did you win? What the fuck did you win in your life? And the Conference League final looks more like the Champions League final. Crystal Palace beat PSG. I do have a feeling that Benny really needs to choose his sexuality. Because I know for a fact that dude doesn't know what the fuck he is. Brentford come back to the big time with Luton in second. And no prem for you black mold piece of fuck. Man City finishing 15th in the league. I would have said that Guardiola would have taken his beard out in stress. But let's be honest, Man City finished 20th in the Championship last season. If there was a time for Guardiola to kill himself, he probably did it last year. Any Prem teams League One? I mean, we got Derby, Huddersfield, but I mean, yeah, no one dropped that low. Like, the English football pyramid didn't really change, apart from the 2 first divisions. Rennes grabbed themselves a league title with Auxerre finishing second. And Paris FC now became the main club in Paris. Suck a dick, you Qatari fuck. Fortuna Dusseldorf walked the Bundesliga. Okay. Oh. And Genoa win the league with 66 points. But this ain't even like the Ligue 1 situation. They have 4 games more, because they have 20 clubs. This is even worse. They won the league with a 23 goal difference and less than 20 wins in the season. Yeah, Serie A stooped into a new low. Yeah, really, AC Milan's gonna finish this whole thing in Serie B. No matter how much we try, Dutch football never changes. And Portugal kind of takes up the same leaflet. Valencia managed to finally win it. It only took like, I don't know, a year and 3 months on me simulating from FIFA 14 to FC25 for me to find the one reality in the multiverse that subsides all realities, that Valencia managed to win the league. Our right racing club to get Champions League football. For like a couple hours, and I'm not even lying, it was a couple hours of researching, I found, not in overall, but in stats, the worst player in the whole database. I don't know about the other seasons, but on this year, season, whatever, it's the worst player in the world. The worst professional footballer in the world. Baby. With 4 overall, 17 years old, 6 pace, 2 shooting, 3 passing, 5 defending, and 8 physical. Playing for a club called DJ. South Korean right back. Baby. You don't want me to run through the stats. This guy is terminally ill.
Ela senta na pica branca. Ela senta na pica preta. Ela senta na pica branca. Ela senta na pica preta. Ela queria ter 2 bucetas e sentar ao mesmo tempo na branca e na preta. Ela queria ter 2 bucetas, 2 bucetas, 2 bucetas.